Hello Fleet, and welcome back to another episode of Captain's Academy with your instructor Chase. And today's episode deals with the important questions: how do I play destroyers and how do I torp effectively? Well, hopefully after this video is done, you will both understand how destroyers work and how you should play them, and also how you can maximize your abilities to hit with the torpedoes. So without much further ado, let's get going. So let's take a look at the destroyers themselves. First up, the American destroyers. The US destroyers tend to have pretty good gun power, but not very good torpedoes until about tier 8. So let's take a look at the Nicholas, for example. Its guns fire 15 rounds a minute, and it can turn its guns in a mere 12 seconds. If you look at the rest of the American tech tree for destroyers, let's first take a look at the, let's say the Fletcher. The Fletcher has a rate of fire of 13.3 rounds a minute, and it can turn its guns in 5.3 seconds. The Gearing is comparable as well, 20 rounds a minute, 7.2 seconds to turn its guns. So the American ships are really quite good when it comes to shooting stuff, at least with their guns. So they're very good counters for other destroyers. Benson, 13.3 rounds a minute, 5.3 second turn time on its guns. But where the American destroyers are really lacking are their torpedoes. Now if you take a look at the Nicholas torpedoes, they only have a 5.5 kilometer range. But the big problem is the American destroyer stealth. Concealment is a big issue. If you look at the surface detectability range of the American destroyer, it's 6.7 kilometers, which means in order for you to get into range to shoot your torpedoes, you have to spend 1.2 kilometers out in the open where other ships can actually spot you. This makes American destroyers more suited for only certain specific roles, like ambushing and shooting their torpedoes in narrow straits. They're not very good at being stealthy and using their torpedoes due to their notoriously short range. Now, Japanese destroyers, on the other hand, completely different story. Terrible guns. This iChaseGaming shoots 6 rounds a minute. It's got like a 30+ second turn time. If you look at the other Japanese destroyers, it's the same. The Fubuki, 10 rounds a minute, but 45 seconds to turn its guns around. Very slow. If you look at the tier 10 Shimakaze, it's got an even slower rate of fire, 5 rounds a minute, and also 45 seconds to turn around their guns. So Japanese destroyers really shouldn't be using their guns. But what the Japanese destroyers have going for them are torpedoes. This tier 4 iChaseGaming has a 7 kilometer torp range, but its surface detectability is only 6.1 kilometers, which means that you can first get into range, let's say 7 kilometers, drop your torpedoes, turn away, and as long as your ship doesn't enter the 6.1 kilometer range of another ship, you're invisible. So in essence, the Japanese destroyers can go around as sort of cloaked invisible ships and torpedo people. So while the American destroyers are ambush predators, the Japanese destroyers are really sort of stealthy hunter-killer types that can go around and torp people. Let's take a look at the higher tier Japanese destroyers. Let's say the tier 9, it's the Kagero. If you look at the Kagero, for example, its torpedoes can go 20 kilometers, but its surface detectability is only 6.8. How about the Shimakaze? Well, the Shimakaze has 2 sets of torpedoes. One goes 15 and one goes 20 kilometers. Now, the 15 kilometer ones do more damage. But once again, if you look at the surface detectability, the Shimakaze can only be detected at 7.6 kilometers. So really, once you understand this about the destroyers, you can design, I guess, in essence, your gameplay to fit these particular ships. So let's take a look at some actual gameplay. Let's see if we can give you some advice there. So let's take a look at some actual battles. Here I am in my tier 5 Nicholas on the map North. Now, an American destroyer, again, short torpedo range. So what I'm looking for are small, narrow channels where I don't have to worry about the range of my torpedoes. I've spotted 2 destroyers coming up the middle, so what I intend to do is use this space between this little island in the middle and this landmass as a choke point and an ambush point. So there are 2 destroyers. The first one decides that he or she is going to go around the island, which is fine. But the second destroyer, the American destroyer here, decides that, they want to try their luck going through the gap. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put torpedoes into this gap and hope that I'm going to hit him, because remember, a destroyer eats 1 torpedo and it's pretty much dead. Now you might have noticed that I launched the torpedoes in a bit of an interesting way. I dropped 1 wave at the lead indicator and I dropped another one a little bit before the lead indicator. And that's because the American destroyer here was going at full speed in a straight line. So I knew that if it saw the torpedoes, it would turn around, which meant that the second wave couldn't be at the lead indicator because that's not where this destroyer would have been. Even though my second wave missed, it still came really close to the destroyer. But what happens if you have no island cover, no land cover, and you're also within the detectability range? Pop your smoke. That's the time to use it. The smoke is your last line of defense. Don't waste it for random purposes. Save it till when you really need it. Now, here's another torpedo dropping tip. If you see that the prediction line is starting to turn in a certain direction, and you know the ship is now turning, don't drop your torpedoes where the prediction line is. Drop it ahead of it so that when your torpedoes get there, the ship is going to be getting there too.
We've destroyed an enemy cruiser.
For those of you who are currently playing the Japanese destroyers, I do have to say that the Japanese destroyers are kind of broken right now. Torpedo detectability is a bit too high for you to fulfill your role as a long-range stealthy torpedo boat. But that doesn't mean that a Japanese destroyer is unplayable. Your role is now to use your stealth to get by enemy lines and hit things from behind. So take a look at this battle I had yesterday while I was doing my live Twitch stream. Okay, so at around 3.1, which is coming up right now, I'm now spotted by that squadron of dive bombers over there. So that's a problem because my position has been revealed early. So I'm going to try to get into this cap area here. And of course these planes are coming back. So AA on. Do my best, try to shoot some of them down. Wow, is this guy actually trying to bomb me with them? Oh god, yes he is. Wee! Dodge dive bombers! Are they heading home now? Not yet. Heading home, 1.2, 1.9. Okay, they're heading home now. So around 3.1 when they get out of my range. There we go, 3.45. Okay, they're out. So I will probably be unspotted right about now. So I'm going to come back out. I'm going to try to see if I can torp that battleship. Oh god, nope. Nopey, nope, nope. Destroyer in sight. Pop smoke, try to stay safe. Try to evacuate the area. And that's the only thing you can do right now, is these Japanese destroyers. And of course, these torpedoes have been spotted eons and eons and eons and eons ago, so I doubt they will hit anything. Yep. What? What did I magically kill?
We sunk an enemy destroyer.
Yes! I killed a destroyer, totally not intentional. What on earth? That was not supposed to happen. Nope. Okay, but I do think a hole has opened up right around here. That battleship has left the space here along the 5 line right there. That gap in the islands, that's open right now. So I think I'm going to try to use my stealth now and sneak by. One of the carriers is somewhere over here, and the other one might be somewhere in this area over here. But let's see how my sneaking goes. Oh, no, 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 fighters. No. No, fighters, no. But at least the good thing is that fighter's pointing me to the direction of the carrier, so please lead the way. Oh, there's a St. Louis over there. Alright, I think I've managed to get through the lines. No, no, darn it. What is with that carrier and wanting to continuously send dive bombers at me? Go away. Go away, go away. Yes, go some other direction, please. 5, 4.4, 4. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, there he goes. Yes, okay. Dive bombers away. Muahaha. Yes, excellent. Well, snuck by everything. I think right now the only thing left are the carriers, so off I go. Dive bombers again. I think that one of their carriers is hiding somewhere there, maybe behind the island. Yep. Oh, there. Look what I see. I see an Independence. Now this Independence looks like he is not driving at full speed yet. So I'm gonna try two things. Get within... Okay, still outside the Independence's range. Come on, react. Do something. I want to open fire. Maybe I can get him to drive faster a little bit or something. Maybe cause this Independence to react. Oh, okay, forget it. I'm just gonna close in. I'm just gonna close in and finish him. Forget being cute. Yay, traverse speed of Japanese guns. Oh, look at that. Alrighty. Alright, carrier. It's time to meet your maker. Is he gonna take any kind of evasive action at all? There he goes. Independence down.
Enemy aircraft carrier sunk.
Next target. Hey, and I think I just managed to get that dive bomber squadron to land too. So, no planes. I've gone invisible again. Let's keep hunting.
The enemy team has taken the lead.
Somewhere in this area should be a Langley. Now, where is that sneaky little thing? Probably somewhere here? In this direction? Around here, maybe? I would say maybe here, in this area. Or maybe like A10? I don't know. I have no idea. I'm guessing he's somewhere in this range. I ram in desperation, and I'm currently actually 27 years old, Skull. I'm old. Planes disappeared. Somewhere in this magical zone over there. Hey, EQ, welcome back. Alright, there is one more carrier hiding somewhere. Oh god, did my team just lose everything? Yep. I don't know why a destroyer is here. I have no idea why all of our ships in all like the weirdest places. Oh well. Sometimes, no matter how hard you try, you just can't save a team. You can do everything you can, you just can't save the team. Yep. Now, hopefully this carrier is oblivious enough to just fly his torpedo bombers right by me. Yep. Perfect. Actually, I'm just gonna stay outside range for now. Or hell with it. Nope, forget it. He stopped. The Langley has stopped. Full speed in. We need the points. We definitely need the points. Wow, I'm amazed.
The enemy is about to win.
Alright, Langley. Die, please? Oh, he started moving.
Enemy severely damaged.
Come on! 4 torpedo hits right there, please. 1, 2. There you go. Langley down.
Our victory is in
Enemy
sight.
aircraft carrier blown up.
And that's all, folks, for this episode of Captain's Academy. Hopefully, I've been able to give you a basic understanding of how your destroyers work, as well as maybe help you improve your torpedo efficiency just a little bit. If you like what I'm doing, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, as I'll be making more videos in the upcoming days and weeks. Aside from all that, I wish you all a fantastic day, and I'm looking forward to seeing all of you on the high seas.